the sky over Earth suddenly changed. Dark shapes appeared in the clouds. Huge alien ships, bigger than anything anyone had seen before. These ships blocked out the sun and made the sky look red and angry. People all over the world were shocked and scared. Cities went dark as the alien ships used powerful weapons that destroyed satellites and knocked out power grids. It was the beginning of an invasion, one that no one on Earth was ready for. These were ships from the Yadari Empire, a cruel and powerful alien race that had already taken over many planets across the galaxy. The Yadari were known for their strength and cruelty. They had crushed more than 300 worlds and made slaves of many species. To them, Earth was just another prize to add to their growing empire. Their leader, the High Overlord Kator, was certain the humans would fall quickly. His command was simple: break them fast. The alien weapons rained destruction on Earth's defenses. Satellites that protected the planet were destroyed in minutes, and the moon base was wiped out almost instantly. Major cities like New York, Shanghai, and Cape Town were attacked one after another, falling under the Yadari assault. The people of Earth felt helpless. Their weapons and ships were no match for the Yadari's advanced technology. But even as their cities burned, the people refused to give up. Deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, in a secret underground bunker, General Elias Grant gathered the leaders of Earth's remaining forces. His face was bruised and tired, but his eyes burned with determination. He told them that the aliens believed the battle was already over, but they were wrong. He said that Earth was like a powder keg ready to explode. They might have lost the first fight, but the real fight was just beginning. Far from the battlefields, in places hidden from the enemy's eyes, Earth's resistance was growing stronger. Ordinary people turned into fighters and heroes. Children made bombs from scraps. Survivors in Antarctica used frozen caves to hide drones that could attack from the shadows. Even the colony on Mars, once a peaceful mining settlement, had been turned into a fortress. The most important secret, however, was hidden deep beneath the Pacific Ocean. Years ago, scientists discovered strange alien ruins buried under the sea. From these ruins, Earth had built a powerful weapon called Project Requiem, a machine unlike any other. It was still untested, but now it was humanity's best hope. Dr. Kara Voss led the team working on Project Requiem. She was a brilliant scientist and a skilled hacker. She had lost her brother in the first wave of attacks, and since then, she had no time for fear or sadness, only anger and determination. She told her team that the aliens thought humans were weak because they still hoped and dreamed. But it was those hopes and dreams that made humans dangerous. She promised they would turn the Yidari's nightmare into a reality. General Grant and Dr. Voss joined forces. He would lead the fight in space, commanding the battered fleet of human ships still able to fight. She would lead the power of Project Requiem on Earth, a secret weapon that could change the course of the war. Together, they planned to show the Yidari that Earth was not an easy target. The humans were strong, clever, and ready to fight back with everything they had. Their story was only beginning, and it would be one of courage, sacrifice, and hope against impossible odds. Far from Earth, near the giant planet Jupiter, a fierce battle was about to begin. The Yidari Empire had gathered many of their warships there, preparing to attack the last human colonies scattered across the solar system. Their ships were huge and powerful, bristling with weapons that could destroy planets. But the humans had a plan. They sent small, fast warships hidden inside Jupiter's swirling magnetic storms, where the alien sensors could not detect them. These human fighters struck suddenly and with great force. The battle was fierce and loud. Explosions lit up space as missiles and railguns fired in every direction. Lieutenant Mateo Rios was one of the brave pilots flying these fighters. Even when his ship was badly damaged and leaking fuel, he did not give up. He fought on, shooting down 3 enemy ships before crashing his fighter into a 4th, sacrificing himself to save the others. This act of courage inspired the human forces, showing them that they could stand against the mighty Yidari. The humans won a hard-fought victory, destroying over 70 enemy ships. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Project Requiem began to awaken. Ancient machines buried beneath old battlefields and deep underground. These were giant robots and AI weapons left behind by long-lost alien civilizations, powerful tools that Earth had hidden away for emergencies. Now, with Project Requiem active, these machines came to life once more, ready to defend humanity. This new power gave the humans hope and a new edge in the war. High above the battlefield, the Yidari's leader, High Overlord Kator, watched the news with growing anger. He had never been defeated before. His empire had crushed countless enemies, enslaved powerful beings, and even controlled forces beyond time. But humans were different. They did not run. They did not beg for mercy. They fought back fiercely, even when the odds were against them. Kator knew he had to do something drastic. He called upon his most deadly warriors, the Void Singers, elite fighters who were also skilled in dark, mysterious powers. He ordered them to burn the earth to ashes, to make the oceans boil with fire and death. When the Void Singers landed on Earth, they expected an easy victory. Instead, they faced General Elias Grant himself. Grant wore a new suit of armor powered by Project Requiem, making him nearly unstoppable. The battle that followed was fierce and brutal. Fire clashed with energy, swords met plasma, and the ground shook beneath their feet. Despite their power, the Void Singers were defeated, reduced to nothing but ash. Grant stood victorious, though badly wounded. This defeat shocked Kator. He had never seen his best warriors fall so easily. He realized that humans did not fear death or pain. Their courage was unlike anything he had faced before. The humans' refusal to give up made them dangerous enemies, stronger than any he had known. Earth was battered and broken, but its people's spirit was alive and burning bright. They had nothing left to lose, and that made them unstoppable. The war was far from over, but one thing was clear. The Yidari Empire had met its match in humanity. The final fight came faster than anyone expected. High Overlord Kator, desperate and furious after the losses his empire had suffered, gathered his remaining forces for one last attack on Earth's capital city, New Haven. This city was now a fortress, protected by the ancient machines awakened by Project Requiem and defended by the strongest human warriors. General Elias Grant prepared for battle alongside Dr. Kara Voss, whose Project Requiem weapon had finally reached full power. The air was thick with tension as the massive Yidari fleet appeared in the skies, blotting out the sun once more. Their ships were larger and deadlier than before, equipped with new weapons designed to crush humanity's defenses. But the humans were ready. As the alien fleet descended, Earth's ancient machines rose from beneath the ground. Towering robots armed with plasma cannons and energy shields marched into battle, shaking the Earth with each step. Fighter jets soared above, piloted by brave men and women who refused to surrender. The space around the planet exploded with fierce dogfights as human and Yidari ships clashed violently. Lieutenant Mateo Rios' squadron, now rebuilt and stronger, led the charge, dodging enemy fire and striking critical targets. On the ground, General Grant moved with swift precision, coordinating human soldiers and ancient machines to push back the invaders. His armor gleamed with the light of Project Requiem, and every move he made inspired those around him. Dr. Kara Voss stayed close to the command center, using her knowledge to control the ancient machines and guide the weapons. Power. Her fingers flew over controls, hacking into the alien ship systems, causing confusion and chaos among the Yidari fleet. The battle was brutal and unforgiving. Explosions rocked the city, buildings crumbled, and the sky burned with fire and laser beams. But the humans fought with the strength of desperation and hope. Kator sent his personal guard, the Void Singers, for a final strike to kill General Grant and end the resistance once and for all. Grant faced them alone in the ruined streets of New Haven. The fight was savage, swords clashing with energy blades, quick strikes met with strong defenses. Despite being outnumbered, Grant's skill, armor, and determination pushed him through. One by one, he defeated the Void Singers until none remained. But the battle had taken its toll. Grant was wounded, bloodied, but unbroken. With the Void Singers defeated, Kator's forces began to falter. The ancient machines, powered by Project Requiem, unleashed a final blast of energy, targeting the alien command ships. The sky lit up with brilliant light as one by one, the alien motherships exploded and fell into the ocean. The great fleet was broken, its command destroyed. Kotor himself tried to escape in a small shuttle, but Lieutenant Mateo Rios, now piloting a new fighter, chased him down. In a final, daring move, Mateo crashed into Kotor's shuttle, ending the High Overlord's reign forever. Silence followed the destruction. The skies cleared, and the sun shone down on a battered but free Earth. The war was over. Humanity had survived. The cost was great. Many heroes had fallen, cities lay in ruins, and the scars of war ran deep. But the spirit of the people was stronger than ever. They had faced an empire that crushed worlds without mercy, and yet they stood tall, victorious. General Elias Grant and Dr. Kara Voss, though tired and wounded, looked out over the recovering city. They knew the fight had changed everything. Earth was no longer a hidden planet, but a beacon of hope and strength in the galaxy. Other species, hearing of humanity's courage and power, began to rethink their place in the universe. The Yadari Empire, once feared and unstoppable, had collapsed because it had never understood one simple truth. Humans fight not just with weapons, but with heart, hope, and unbreakable will. The story of Earth's victory spread across the stars, inspiring those who dreamed of freedom. And though the cost was high, the legacy was clear. No empire, no matter how powerful, could stand against the true power of humanity.